Hi, Peanut. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now.
Look, lady, I'm not interested.
Marvel's approach to superhero movies has shifted a lot lately, and it's starting to ripple into some of the biggest names in the genre. One of the most talked about cases is the Deadpool franchise. After all, Deadpool and Wolverine, which hit theaters in 2024, became a phenomenon. The movie didn't just do well, it exploded at the box office, pulling in about $1.34 billion worldwide. That's a number most studios only dream of, and it instantly put Deadpool back at the center of the superhero conversation. But here's where things get a little tricky. Reports have suggested that the future of Deadpool, at least in the immediate sense, isn't as straightforward as fans would expect. Variety mentioned that Marvel has been slowing down when it comes to pumping out superhero projects, calling it an industry-wide pullback. This shift meant that projects like the long-delayed Blade reboot and even another Deadpool outing got nudged further back on the schedule. On the surface, that sounds like a pause button has been hit, but when you look closer, there's still plenty of reason to believe Deadpool 4 is going to happen, and in a big way. See, Marvel is juggling a bunch of massive projects at once. Fantastic Four First Steps has already planted its flag, and Spider-Man Brand New Day is locked in for July 2026. That doesn't leave a lot of official release slots in between, but that doesn't mean Deadpool is being forgotten. If anything, the character has more momentum than ever because his arrival in the MCU through Deadpool and Wolverine completely reshaped what fans expect from this corner of the Marvel Universe. The crossover gave Deadpool and Wolverine a fresh start after Disney acquired Fox, which had left the X-Men franchise seemingly wrapped up. Instead of closing the book, Marvel opened it again, only now under their own umbrella. Ryan Reynolds, Wade Wilson, and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine weren't just back, they were reinvented in ways that made them essential to the MCU's ongoing story. It's hard to picture Marvel introducing them with such fanfare and then not using them again, especially when their dynamic turned out to be such a highlight for audiences. Of course, there's been speculation about whether Deadpool and Wolverine will pop up in the next Avengers films, Doomsday and Secret Wars. Right now, neither Reynolds nor Jackman has been officially confirmed as part of the massive cast lists, but that's exactly the kind of thing Marvel likes to keep under wraps until the last possible moment. Fans know Marvel loves a good surprise, and it would be strange to leave out characters who just carried one of the MCU's biggest hits. Hugh Jackman has fueled the fire even more by posting videos of himself working out. Fans immediately started wondering if this meant he was prepping for another Wolverine appearance. Even though Jackman officially retired from the role with 2017's Logan, he returned for Deadpool and Wolverine because of the story and the chance to work with Reynolds. That return was left open-ended enough that he could easily show up again. Combine that with the fact that Marvel has already brought back other classic X-Men actors like Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, and Kelsey Grammer, and it feels more like a matter of when than if. Ryan Reynolds, for his part, has been openly positive about continuing Deadpool's story. He's teased that he has sequel ideas, and that pairing Deadpool with Wolverine is something he'd always want to explore further. That's not the language of someone who thinks the door is closed. If anything, it shows that Reynolds is actively pushing for Deadpool 4 to happen, which, given his influence on the character, is one of the strongest signs it will. Now, some people might point out that Deadpool's cameo in What If Season 3 was brief, almost blink and you'll miss it, but that appearance only underscores how important Marvel sees him in the multiverse narrative. What If is where Marvel likes to test drive alternate universe storylines, and slipping Deadpool in there, even for a moment, was like planting a flag that says he's part of this now. It wouldn't make sense for Marvel to tease him there and then sideline him in the Avengers movies. And here's why Deadpool is actually perfect for those films. Both Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars are shaping up to be multiverse-spanning spectacles. Deadpool and Wolverine literally ended with the two of them saving their timeline from collapsing, which sets them up naturally to be involved when the stakes get even bigger. They've already proven they can handle universe-threatening chaos, so dropping them into the Avengers fight against multiversal destruction feels like a logical step. It's also important to remember just how massive Deadpool and Wolverine was. That $1.34 billion box office haul makes it one of the MCU's top performers ever, ranking among the franchise's giants. When a movie pulls numbers like that, the studio doesn't walk away, it doubles down. Marvel has every reason to keep Deadpool front and center because audiences clearly want him there. Looking at Wolverine, Marvel has an interesting balancing act. They're rebooting the X-Men with a brand new cast after Secret Wars, which means Jackman can't stay forever. But that doesn't mean he has to leave immediately either. In fact, comic storylines like Old Man Logan give Marvel a blueprint for how to keep him around even after the reboot. Jackman could serve as a mentor figure for a younger team of X-Men, passing the torch while still giving fans more of his iconic performance. That way, Marvel gets the best of both worlds, new blood for the future and the fan-favorite Wolverine sticking around a little longer. This approach also fixes one of the issues the old Fox X-Men movies had. Wolverine dominated so much that other characters sometimes faded into the background. By keeping Jackman's Logan around as a mentor, Marvel can let the new X-Men shine while still honoring the legacy fans love. Eventually, they'll introduce a new mainline Wolverine, but by that point, audiences will already be invested in the larger team, so it won't feel like the new guy is stealing the spotlight. At the end of the day, even though Marvel is slowing down its superhero slate overall, Deadpool is in a category of his own. He's not just another hero in the lineup, he's one of the biggest box office draws Marvel has right now, and he brings a kind of energy no other character can replicate. His meta humor, his unpredictability, and his willingness to poke fun at the MCU itself make him an asset in an era where audiences sometimes feel superhero fatigue. So while the timeline for Deadpool 4 might feel murky on paper, all the signs point toward it happening. The character is too valuable, Ryan Reynolds is too invested, and the fan demand is too strong for Marvel to shelve him. It might not be the very next project, but it's definitely coming, and when it does, it's going to be another event film, not just a side story. Deadpool and Wolverine showed Marvel exactly how much people still care about these characters, and it proved that giving them space in the MCU pays off. Because of that, the question isn't whether we'll see Deadpool again, but when. And when that happens, whether it's in Deadpool 4, Avengers Doomsday, or Secret Wars, fans are in for another wild ride with the Merc with a mouth. Well, that's it. For now, make sure that you like our video. Please share your views and opinions in the comments section with us. Subscribe to the channel to get updated regularly with the latest news and reviews on upcoming movies from us. And do not forget to hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you at the next one.